After Le Mans and Nürburgring, we will have one more 24 hours race this weekend in motorsports, the 24-hour Spa-Francorchamps. The biggest GT race in the world will be going on this weekend in the most iconic track in Belgium and also one of the best circuits in the world. The 24-hour Spa-Francorchamps is part of the both Intercontinental GT Challenge and GT World Challenge Europe Endurance Cup. 75 cars are confirmed and will be separated by 5 different classes, which are bronze, silver, gold, Pro-AM and Pro. So in this video, I will be introducing the 24 hours of Spa-Francorchamps entry list. So let's check now all the teams and drivers. There will be 19 cars confirmed for the Bronze Cup class this weekend at Spa, with 8 different brands involved. At the Bronze Cup, in a lineup with 4 drivers, the first one must be bronze rated, the second and third driver must be bronze or silver, and the fourth one can be bronze, silver, gold or platinum rated. So let's check now all the teams. Aston Martin in the Bronze Cup will be represented only by Comtoyu Racing number 270. Let's check now the drivers for this team. Audi in the Bronze Cup will have 3 cars, with Saint-Aloc Racing and Tresor Attempto Racing being the team operators. So what about now checking the drivers? BMW will have 2 cars in the Bronze Cup, represented by BMW Italia Staccato Racing and Paradigm Competition. So let's check now the drivers' lineup in both teams. Corvette will have a single car in the Bronze Cup at Spa this weekend, operated by Johor Motorsports. Let's check the drivers now. Ferrari will have 5 cars confirmed in the Bronze Cup, with Kessel Racing, Rinaldi Racing, AF Corse and Ziggo Sport Tempesta operating the 296 GT3 cars. So let's check now all the drivers. McLaren at Bronze Cup will be represented only by Garage 59 team with a single car. So let's check now the drivers in this team. Mercedes in the Bronze Cup will have 2 cars operated by Windward Racing and 2Cs Motorsport. So let's check now the drivers. And about Porsche in the Bronze Cup, we will have 3 cars with Lion Speed GP, Herbeth Motorsport and Rutronic Racing as the teams. So let's check now the drivers' lineup. There will be 16 cars confirmed for the Silver Cup class this weekend at Spa, with 9 different brands involved. At the Silver Cup, in a lineup with 3 or 4 drivers, all of the teams must have a driver lineup consisting of silver rated. So let's check now all the teams. Aston Martin will have 2 cars at the Silver Cup, represented by Comtoyu Racing and Walkenhorst Motorsport. So let's check now the drivers confirmed in both teams. Like in the Bronze Cup, Audi will also be represented by Saint-Aloc Racing and Tresor Attempto Racing at the Silver Cup, but with only 2 cars in total. So what about now checking the drivers? BMW will have 3 cars in the Silver Cup, represented by Team WRT, Century Motorsport and Paradigm Competition. So let's check now the drivers' lineup in these teams. Corvette will be represented by Stellar Motorsport with a single car at Silver Cup. So let's check the drivers now. The Blue Oval Company will have a single car in the Silver Cup and will be represented by HRT Ford Performance Team number 65. So let's check now the drivers in this team. Lamborghini will have 3 cars competing at the Silver Cup at Spa. GRT Grassa Racing Team, VSR and Barwell Motorsport will be the teams. So let's check now all the drivers. Like at Bronze Cup, McLaren will also have a single car in the Silver Cup, but will be represented by CSA Racing using the number 112. So let's check now the drivers in this team. Mercedes in the Silver Cup will have 3 cars competing and will be represented by Get Speed with 2 cars and Boutsen VDS with a single car. So let's check now the drivers confirmed. And in Porsche, Dynamic GT will be the only team at the Silver Cup using the number 54. So let's check now the drivers confirmed. There will be 7 cars confirmed for the ProAM Cup class this weekend at Spa-Francorchamps with 5 different brands involved. At the ProAM Cup, in a lineup with 4 drivers, the first and second driver must be bronze rated and 2 other drivers can be maximum platinum rated. So let's check now all the teams. At the ProAM Cup, we will see 2 teams operating the Aston Martin cars, which are Comtoyu Racing and Beechdene Motorsport. So let's check now the drivers. At the ProAM Cup, Audi will have only a single car by Haas RT, which is not related with the F1 team. Let's discover the drivers. Ferrari in the ProAM Cup will be represented by AF Corse with 2 cars, using the numbers 70 and 71. Let's discover the drivers. Mercedes in the ProAM Cup is represented by CrowdStrike by SPS. Here we go for the driver lineup. And in Porsche, AV Racing by Car Collection will be representing the German brand in the ProAM. What about discovering the drivers? There will be 8 cars confirmed for the Gold Cup class this weekend at Spa with 7 different brands involved. At the Gold Cup, in a lineup with 3 drivers, the first driver must be maximum silver rating and 2 other drivers must be maximum gold rated. And in a lineup with 4 drivers, the first driver must be maximum silver rating and 3 other drivers must be maximum gold rated. So let's check now all the teams. At the Gold Cup, we will have Max Verstappen's team competing in Spa with a partnership with 2Cs Motorsport. In this team we will have the Redline Sim racer Chris Lullum, Thierry Vermeulen and Harry King. At the Gold Cup, Audi will have only a single car by Tresor Attempto Racing using the number 88. In this team, we will have Leonardo Mancini, Riccardo Casaniga, Rocco Mazzola and Sebastian Ogard as the drivers. BMW will also have a single car in the Gold Cup, represented by Almena Racing by WRT using the number 777. The drivers in this team will be Al Faisal Al Zubair, Ben Tuck, Jens Klingmann and Neil Verhagen. Lamborghini will also have a single car in the Gold Cup and will have Paul Motorsport number 333 as the team. The drivers will be John Paul Southern Jr., Maximilian Paul, Marzio Moretti and Robin Rogalski. McLaren at the Gold Cup will have 4 cars competing this weekend at Spa operated by Optimum Motorsport, Team RJN, Garage 59 and CSA Racing. In the number 5 Optimum Motorsport, the drivers will be James Allen, Larjam Ali, Michael Potter and Ollie Milroy. At the number 23 Team RJN, the drivers will be Alex Buncombe, Ben Dorr, Reese Barr, and Tommy Foster. In the number 58 Garage 59, the drivers will be Adam Smalley, Dean McDonald, Fred Shandorf, and Louis Pritt. And in the number 111 CSA Racing, Arthur Raugier, James Kell, Jim Pla, and Simon Gachet are the drivers. Mercedes will have 2 cars competing in the Gold Cup with Windward Racing and Nordique Racing. In the 57 Windward Racing, we will see the 2024 Daytona winners in GTD class, Daniel Morad, Indy Donch, Philip Ellis and Russell Ward as the drivers. And in the number 611 Nordique Racing, the drivers are Eduardo Liberati, Kazuko Kotaka, Tim Sandler and Yuichi Nakayama. And in Porsche, Herberth Motorsport and Wright Motorsports are the team operators. In the number 92 Herberth Motorsport, the drivers will be Rolf Eneischen, Joel Sturm and Tim Heinemann. And in the 120 Wright Motorsports, which comes from IMSA, the lineup will be the same from the GTD class this year with Adam Adelson, Elliot Skier and Tom Sargent. There will be 21 cars confirmed for the Pro Cup class this weekend at Spa-Francorchamps with 8 different brands involved. Like the name says, the Pro Cup is designated for the professional drivers and there's any kind of restriction in the lineup in which there must be 3 or 4 drivers for each car. So let's check now all the teams. Aston Martin will have 2 cars in the Pro Cup this weekend at Spa, operated by Comtoyu Racing and Walkenhorst Motorsport. In the number 7 Comtoyu Racing, which is the reigning 24 Hours of Spa winner, the driver lineup will be the same from the last year with Marco Sorensen, Mattia Drudi and Nicky Thiem. And in the Walkenhorst Motorsport number 34, the driver lineup has Christian Krones, David Pittard and Enrique Chavez. BMW at the Pro Cup will also have 5 cars, being 3 operated by Team WRT and 2 by Rove Racing. In the number 31 Team WRT, we will see a current BMW GTP lineup with Dries Vanthoor, Marco Wittmann and Sheldon van der Linde. At the number 32 Team WRT, the drivers are Charles Weerts, Kelvin van der Linde and Hugo de Wilde. And in the number 46 Team WRT, Kevin Magnussen, Rene Haast and Valentino Rossi are the drivers. Meanwhile in the number 98 Rove Racing, we will have a lineup with Rafael Marciello, Augusto Farfus and Jess Krohn. And in the sister car number 998, the IMSA full-season drivers Dan Harper, Max Hesse and Philipp Eng will be competing for them. The Maranello brand will have 2 cars in the Pro Cup being operated only by AF Corse. In the car number 50, the drivers will be Antonio Fuoco, Artur Leclerc and Eliseo Dono. And in the sister car number 51, we will have in the lineup, Alessandro Pier Guidi, Alessio Rovera and Vincent Abril. The Blue Oval Company will have a single car in the Pro Cup and will be represented by HRT Ford Performance Team number 64. The drivers are Arjun Maini, Jan Martinborough and Thomas Drouet. Lamborghini will have 2 cars at the Pro Cup in Spa and will be represented by GRT Grasser Racing Team and VSR with a single car each. Beginning with the number 63 GRT Grasser Racing Team, the drivers will be Jordan Pepper, Luca Engsler and Mirko Bortolotti. And in the car number 163 VSR, the drivers will be Frank Pereira, Marco Mappelli and Sandy Mitchell. McLaren will also have a single car competing in the Pro Cup this weekend at Spa. Garage 59 will be the team operator. In the car number 59, the drivers will be Benjamin Goff, Marvin Kirchhofer and Joseph Loke. Mercedes in the Pro Cup will have 4 cars competing and will be represented by Good Smile Racing, Boutsen VDS, GetSpeed, Winward Racing with a single car each. In the Good Smile Racing number 0, which is a team from Japan, the drivers are Kamui Kobayashi, Nobutaru Taniguchi and Tatsuya Kataoka. In the number 9 Boutsen VDS, the drivers will be Maxime Martin, Maximilian Getz and Michael Grenier. In the number 17 GetSpeed, Jules Gaunon, Fabian Schiller and Luca Stoltz are the drivers. At the number 48 Team Manfilter operated by Winward Racing, Lucas Auer, Mauro Engel and Matteo Caroli are the drivers. And finally the Porsche, which will have 4 cars competing at the 24 Hours of Spa this weekend at the Pro Cup. Dynamic GT, Schumacher CLRT, Rutronic Racing and Pure Racing will be the teams with a single car each. In the number 18 Dynamic GT, we will see Bastia Bus having Cam Jam as his squad mates. Cam Jam is Matt Campbell and Mathieu Jaminet. At the number 22 Schumacher CLRT, Aijin Guven, Lauren Heinrich and Klaus Bachler are the drivers. At the number 96 Rutronic Racing, Alessio Picariello, Patrick Niederhauser and Sven Muller are the drivers. And in the number 911 Pure Racing, Alex Malikin, Richard Leitz and Thomas Pryning are the drivers. So guys, these are all the cars and teams which will be competing at the 24 Hours of Spa this weekend. So who do you think will win this race? So let me know down in the comment sections below. And if you want to watch more videos about GT World Challenge, IMSA and WEC, consider subscribing to the channel to not lose them. We see you in the next videos.